would sink in. It was a different way of working and thinking, really wild and completely expressive, so creative and intense and obsessive. You were practically completely beyond it, and you were exactly just what nobody wanted. You were conscious and responsive and present. You weren't trying to make something unpleasant. You were just bouncing off of things that were trashy, and it was never very tricky or flashy. You had a vision that was clear and directed, and the ways it worked were all unexpected. You were unbelievable and you were undaunted, and you were exactly just what nobody wanted. But to me it was so awesome, so awesome, so awesome, so awesome, so awesome, just awesome. It was like a focusing of what had been brewing. It did a thing that no one else had been doing. You worked small to see what made this or that tick, then you flipped it over so it all seemed galactic. It was crazy but you really believed it. You gave it everything and lived it and breathed it. You made a space where all these good things collided, and it made approximately no one excited. It's hard to speak about the stuff you invented. It was unique in how it all got presented. It hit the mark and never stopped going forwards, out of a darkness with no signs and with no words. It spoke a language that was infinite and brutal, and it made all the art around it seem futile. You did it well and you could even repeat it, and that was exactly just what nobody needed. But to me it was so awesome, so awesome, so awesome. You were so awesome, so awesome, just awesome. A long time waiting and leaving, and that's a good weird thing to believe in. A mirror meets death at an angle, where the light waves wiggle and tangle. So if someone else had all your same concentration, they still couldn't reach your same destination. There's really something anywhere you look closely, but a lot of it can come or go mostly. But when something really cuts away the pretenses, when something really takes a swing for the fences, when something really knocks it out of the borders and rearranges all the usual orders, that's exactly what the track you were on did, and it was exactly just what nobody wanted. A berserk sea that flooded in and receded. You were so perfectly what nobody needed. It pushed as far as you could make an idea go, and it exactly made an impact of zero. And basically the public never responded. You were so amazingly what nobody wanted. I held on tight to every scrap that I took in, but it's like it all happened when nobody was looking. But to me it was so awesome, so awesome, so awesome. You were so awesome, so awesome, just awesome.
with ash inside. I've been a
lives are tiny, and by the zillions they've disappeared. So if there's life after, it's packed with incense, it's filled with flowers, no room for us. When they kick the bucket, they just say chuck it. They come and go like infinite dust. Reform and bust. When we kick the bucket, let's just say chuck it. We'll come and go like infinite dust. Girlfriend doesn't worry about the things that always trouble me. She says, why are you so grumpy? Let's just both sit here quiet and calmly. And you probably should be thinking first about how glad you'll be if you do some work, and about our relationship. My girlfriend doesn't worry about the vision Mao Zedong had for China. Was agrarian reform for the better, or is cynicism part of our culture? Why did people fight and die for their freedom? Was utopia a lie as a concept? Is the Western model really our future? Is there nothing any better to work towards? And is progress only science in action? Does it truly have a moral dimension? Was the century a dream before failure? Have we settled for this present existence? Was it only necessary for peasants? Would I really give up ego involvement? Is there any global movement for justice in a world of only selfish survival? Because it's obvious we're going to serfdom if we accept the barbarity of the system. But would I really want to work in a factory? Would I really make my art for a leader? Would Mao be into some of our music? Or is everything just horror and power? These are massive, giant, trouble and consuming thoughts saturating my thinking. But I think that she'll just think it's annoying, so I won't bring it up. She says that doesn't make any sense. You should just think about your art and your friends, and about our relationship. My girlfriend doesn't question the psychology of Charles Manson. What does it say about the human condition? Why are people so receptive to listen? Why is confidence alone such a magnet? And it's unfair the way that some people have it, and they seem to do the things that they want to. We all just get away with all that we can do, because it's only sexiness that has any value. And all society just falls by the wayside into the hierarchy of cults and of harems. And it's genetics to be masters of victims. And does hedonism go with corruption? Why are we drawn to dramas of domination? These are massive, giant, troubling, consuming thoughts that I'm thinking. But I think that she'll just think I'm annoying, so I don't bring it up. She says, why are you thinking of him? You should just think about your family and friends, and about our relationship. My girlfriend doesn't wonder while driving about the emptiness of human existence. How can we make any decision if it's only arbitrary opinions? And why should anyone have a baby, create another brain of dissatisfaction, if we're only biological robots with a program to just mostly feel anxious, except for moments of brief distraction while fulfilling simple functions like eating, while being ordered to enjoy reproducing? But how can doing what you're told be fulfilling? All is misery or patent delusions to just fill ourselves with comforting nonsense, all terrified of seeing it clearly and then dying out with no resolution, all tumbling down a mountain to nothing while feeling greedy and mean and unhappy. Basically a meaningless fungus, obviously boring and pointless, and we'll probably have a baby despite this and be responsible for someone's confusions. Why subject them to a long life of work, or feel horrible if they should die young, or feel horrible if we die and leave them? The only happiness is if something's funny, but what does funniness even mean? These are massive, giant, troubling, consuming burdens weighing on my thinking, but I think that she'll just think I'm annoying and I don't want to lose her. She says, why are you talking so much? How come you never talk about us? Let's just think quiet and nice thoughts and about our relationship.